Speaker is Nikolai Nonnenbrook, and he comes to us from James Madison University as assistant men's tennis coach, and he's going to talk and demonstrate strength and conditioning for the tennis athlete. Here he is.
All right, thank you very much, Sterling, for the intro. Thank you guys for having me. So today I will talk to you guys about strength and conditioning for the tennis athlete. And the first thing, most important thing I want to say is for us as coaches to really be able to enhance our players' on-court performance, whether we want to do that ourselves, take charge of the tennis and fitness component of training, or we want to outsource it to a fitness specialist, it's very important to understand the specific demands of our sport, whether it be from an endurance standpoint, speed and agility standpoint, resistance training, and so on, and the adaptations that happen in the body, and what type of training we want to target in order to have those adaptations happen in the body. So for example, if we're going to be doing endurance training for tennis, we want to look at what sort of intervals of work and what sort of rest is going to happen during an actual point. So on average, we're going to have anywhere between 5 and 15 seconds of actual play and around 20 to 30 seconds of rest in between. So we want to mimic that sort of work to rest ratio when we do endurance type training, whether that be an interval circuit or just the same sort of running up and down the court for an extended period of time. So what we do, for example, with our players is that we either have a circuit set up or we do some sort of suicide drill where they run for about 10 seconds at the exact intensity that they would have during a point, which is about 85 to 90% of their maximum capacity, and then rest for about 20 seconds. And we usually do sets of these type of runs for about 5 to 7 minutes, which is usually what it takes to play 1 or 2 games, and then have a 90-second rest period, which would be our changeover. So we're really trying to get as close as possible, not only in the intensity and in the load of training, what we're doing on the court with them, but also in the intensity and with the movement patterns. So most likely we're not going to go out and do linear sprints just to achieve maximum velocity, but we're most likely going to be doing lateral movements that are going to be present on the court. So as a general principle, when it comes to everything related to strength and conditioning, we really want to stay as close as possible to the movement patterns that happen on the court, and also understand what areas of the body are going to be most likely to be injured, and make sure that we strengthen those parts of the body and make sure that they're flexible enough so that we can prevent injuries.